Which one of you morons made this terrible coffee?
Hey, take it easy, man. It's just coffee.
Stop sticking up for these brain-dead chimps.
Oh, hey there. I want to say Phil?
Do you think he heard me?
Yeah, I think he heard you.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of 5 by 5. I'm your host, David, and joining me as always is my good friend, Paul.
Hello, David.
Hello, Paul. Hey, Paul, do you ever watch the Netflix?
I do enjoy the Netflix.
Of course you do, because you like movies, and you are not a crazy person. Not so long ago, there were 3 or 4 networks producing every major TV show, and if you wanted to watch Police Academy 4, Citizens on Patrol, you just had to hope the local video store had a copy you could rent. Then, to the relief of everyone who didn't own a Blockbuster, the internet invented Netflix and never looked back. Though there are a variety of streaming services competing for your hard-earned dollars these days, Netflix remains the king of the mountain. With over 5,500 titles, 450 hours of original content, and 81 million subscribers, they must be doing something right. So, we decided that we need to take a good hard look at this media giant and ask these 5 important questions.
After bringing back Full House and Arrested Development, what series should Netflix resurrect next?
Small wonder. It's 2072. Non-aging Vicky has watched the world change around her, and when her now elderly brother Jamie is killed by street punks in a random drive-by shooting, she decides to take action. With help, sage advice, and comic relief provided by her manservant Carruthers, played by Elijah Wood, Vicky strikes out from her hidden base inside a long-abandoned United Robotronics factory and carves a bloody path through the chaotic urban jungle of the future. Soon criminals and corrupt politicians learn to fear the sight of dimples. I bring you Small Wonder rebooted.
That's too awesome. That was actually on my list of possibles as well. But you know what? I'm going to go back to the 80s when Wonder Woman and the Incredible Hulk were dominating network TV. Someone wrote the best theme song of all time, The Greatest American Hero.
Yes.
And in that show, aliens gave an average Joe a red suit and granted him superpowers. But he lost the instruction booklet and he had no idea what he was doing. So in the Netflix revival, in Ralph's dying breath, he will give the suit to a random slacker, played probably by Saturday Night Live's Pete Davidson. And voila, we can commence with a new generation of accidental heroism, flying into buildings, and with all the angst of a Jessica Jones. Unfortunately, like the original, it will probably signal the end of this era of superpowered television.
I would watch that. I would watch the heck out of that show.
Direct-to-video has been a stigma in the past. Are Netflix originals changing that?
Most definitely. The award buzz behind the original series like House of Cards and their stand-up specials are leading a cachet of all their content. And they've been getting Expendables or better level celebrities attached. So while nothing beats a theatrical release, a Netflix original is definitely more legitimate than like a Sharknado.
No, because 3 words. The Ridiculous Six.
Good point.
Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Defenders, and Punisher are all in production. Which Netflix Marvel Season 1 are you looking forward to?
Iron Fist. I love Kung Fu, I love mystic Asian themes, I love ninjas, and I love the idea of Daniel Rand fighting crime and fighting to get his company back at the same time. I'm kind of actually thinking this is going to be a more FX-heavy version of a very Daredevil-feeling show, and I think it should make for some pretty good TV.
Could be, but Joe Brenthal's Frank Castle was by far and away the best part about Daredevil Season 2. And with his origin story already handled, we can finally see a live-action Punisher move past that personal revenge story and into some morally ambiguous free agent territory, maybe killing the scum of the earth, or just people taking too long at the cashier.
That seems harsh. They're just trying to get some money.
Old people, Dave. Old people.
Do you spend more time watching Netflix content or browsing Netflix menus?
It's easy to waste your whole night looking for a movie instead of watching one. So the key to never wading through that labyrinth of Netflix menus is simple. Indiscriminate password sharing. Meet a cool cinephile at a party? Give them your Netflix password. Lonely hipster at a coffee shop? Give them your Netflix password. Frazzled lady buying bulk wine? Definitely give her your Netflix password. Then you can sit back, go through your own viewing history for a curated list that you'd never invent on your own. And when it gets too weird, just change your password. Life hack.
Paul. Every time I think you couldn't be more wrong, you find new ways to surprise me. Not only does your quote unquote idea completely break the sacred trust you established with Netflix by agreeing to the terms of service that I am sure you very carefully read, you're missing the whole point of Netflix. Nobody actually wants to watch all of this crap, but an hour spent browsing titles and cast information will give you enough talking points to sound like an expert at any party you happen to be at or on any YouTube show you happen to be a member of.
Well, that explains a lot.
I'm a genius.
Netflix content comes and goes. Which of this month's new arrivals are most exciting, and which are must watch before they go?
16 years in the making, I am very excited about the brand new, I want to emphasize that, brand new direct-to-video sequel to Kindergarten Cop, starring Dolph Lundgren as Arnold Schwarzenegger. It is a beautiful train wreck I can't wait to watch. And sadly on the way out is one of the great American cinema classics of all time, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure leaves Netflix in May, so catch it while you can.
I'm definitely excited to see Bloodline. People Whose Lives Are Worse Than Me is great, but if you've never seen Blade Runner, it's leaving now. You have to see it.
That is very true. You do have to see Blade Runner. And that's all the time we have this week. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to click those like and subscribe buttons because we crave every little bit of approval we can get. If you didn't like the video, you know what? Maybe click the like and subscribe anyways. It's not like it costs you anything, so just be a buddy this one time. You also might want to check out some of our previous videos, like maybe this one. Huh? Maybe this one over here. That looks pretty good. I think you could like those. If you didn't know, we're on Twitter and Facebook as Fractalcast, so feel free to follow us there. And make sure you come back next week for our very special and insightful June movie preview. Until next week, I'm David.
And I'm Paul.
And this is 5x5, signing off.